Hey everybody, welcome back to Travel Trailer Nation. We're in the office today, mainly because we got so much rain. We got over 5 inches of rain yesterday, and don't really feel like trudging out to the shop. So bear with me. Well, buckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. We're gonna talk about the RVIA's latest update for the year ending 2024 and what those numbers mean. So the year-end numbers are in, and the shipments through December of 2024 overall were up by 6.6% when compared to the 2023 year-end numbers. And that might sound great with 333,733 total RV shipments last year, but as I previously mentioned, 2023 was not a great year for the RV industry. It was actually pretty horrible. They only had shipments of 313,174 units. So 6% over 2023 really isn't saying much. To get an overall perspective of what those numbers mean, let's make a comparison, and we'll just take 2024 and we will compare it to the pre-COVID numbers of 2019. I don't want to use the COVID numbers as a comparison because they are so overinflated. It just isn't really indicative of the RV market. In 2019, the year-end number for towables was 359,441. Year-end towables for 2024 are 298,842. So the RV industry is operating at a 20% reduction in shipments when compared to pre-COVID. The numbers are almost the same for motorhomes. When you look at those shipment numbers, they're down 25% when compared to the 2019 numbers. So I want to mention 2019 had suffered a 16% loss when compared to 2018. So I think using those 2019 numbers is certainly not inflating the loss when compared to 2024. In fact, the 2017 shipments were a really good boom year for the RV industry with 504,599 shipments, and the 2016 numbers were 430,691. So this means that the 2024 numbers are really nothing to write home about. So for the fun of it, I took the last 9 years of shipments, which would include obviously the COVID numbers, and I averaged them out, and the number was 443,984. So only 4 out of the last 9 years did they ever get above that number, and 2 of those years were the COVID numbers. So where the sales were 600,240 in 21 and 493,268 in 2022. However, believe it or not, if you take the last 5 years before COVID and you average those numbers of yearly shipments, it actually goes up to 451,088. That's how bleak the last 2 years have been for the RV industry. So what does it tell us about the state of the RV industry right now? Well, I think it says they're in real trouble, but what does the RVIA have to say? And this is from their CEO, Craig Kirby. Despite challenges, the RV industry showed resilience and an upward trajectory in 2024 and continued to demonstrate its broad appeal to consumers. These modest gains provide a solid foundation to build upon, and we're confident that with continued innovation and dedication to customer satisfaction, the RV industry will see even greater success in 2025. So, saying that they had modest gains is really gaslighting anyone that doesn't want to look beyond comparisons to 2023. It's also interesting that the lobbying group for the RV industry is talking about innovation and dedication to customer satisfaction when they've enabled the RV industry, in my opinion, to achieve these low numbers through fighting to actually keep RV construction standards low. But what do I know? I just fix the stuff that breaks. If you really want customer satisfaction in the RV industry, start building them to residential standards. The plumbing and wiring that exists in RVs is, for the most part, a joke. And now, with all the bad press that relates to frame flex, or whatever the new buzzword is for it, and the National Transportation Safety Board doing an in-depth look at it, is it any surprise that people are shying away from buying RVs? I will say that things were much better back when there was competition in the marketplace. But look at all those small organizations that got gobbled up in 2008 and beyond, and now they belong to the big three. So I would gladly put up my old Jayco J-Ren, my Fleetwood Prowler, my Mallard Sprint, my Coachman Captiva, my Vision Trail Cruiser against anything that's being manufactured today from a quality standpoint. Anyway, that's my update. I hope you found that somewhat helpful and insightful. I'm sure there's other folks that are out there in the RV industry that will have different interpretations about where it's headed and why. But this is just food for thought. And by the way, I'm still optimistic that there is change coming. So until next time, happy camping.